Hello, have you also felt that people cannot feel what they used to? People are nowadays more afraid and thinking more of the risks that is happening in the life. And I think that it's mostly because of the social media, the phone and the PC, the influence of problems that are published on the internet. Unfortunately, people today see too much for their own good and start to get hurt from it. They just see negative stuff on the internet, people that get hurt, problems in the world, and those kind of things. And therefore, people don't react the same way as they did before. Back in the days when you couldn't look on the social media apps and on the internet, we was relying on newspaper and people that talked with each other, and the world spread through people instead of the social media. And that was much better, because then new people meet each other and started to talk more. People was more open to new connections and was not afraid to take connections with new people and build meaningful social relations in their life. Nowadays people are more closed off, and if you are trying to talk to someone else that you just don't know, people often get afraid or think you are weird. But that's a bad thing nowadays, because then you cannot build that meaningful connection, and then you feel lonely and isolated. And I think that's the problem with the most men and women today, that some people feel more lonely because it's much more harder to build connections in the new era of life. I was born just before they developed phones and internet was that big, so I have some knowledge about how it was before the days when the internet wasn't that developed yet. And I can say that people was more happy. I felt more alive and had more connections with people. I was outside, talked to more people, and have had a bigger circle of social interactions in my life. Now I'm feeling quite lonely, but I try to talk to people in the best way I can to socialize and build up myself, because that's always the most valuable skill you can make. And that's something we have forgotten, I think, because many people today don't take this knowledge about social environment and building relation. And that's good to do if you want to build financial freedom or build a big connection and have a good life. It is very valuable to just talk to people and feel a connection in a group. So therefore I am thinking about starting a social network for men and women that want to talk to each other and build each other up. I know it is a lot out there, and but I have not found anything that is working for me, and I hope people feel some value of this group. So you can comment if this is a good idea and what you think about this. And the second thing is that it's harder to get a job and influence on other people right now. The job market is crashing down because of the internet is making it so easy to search for new jobs. So people are searching on a bigger scale. Hundreds of people is standing in a queue to just get one job, but the people that is posting this job is having a hard time to recruit the right man, and the people that is on the other side and try to get this job have a hard time to get a new job today. I've searching thousands of jobs and I have gotten a few of them, so I cannot complain, but it is really hard nowadays, especially in Europe, because people are really struggling right now, and the market is better than it was for a few years before. So it is unfortunately much harder, even if it is easier to search for new jobs. But the opportunities are still big, and the best thing is to be so productive as you can. Every man is different, and you need to take care of the best thing you can to build up yourself, and don't get in bad habits, because we can get bad influence from the internet right now and start to eating bad because people post bad foods and bad things, so we get negative around ourselves, and that can impact our career also then. So it's important to have good routines in your life and try to search new jobs and opportunities, and know where you want to go in life, because now when we have this kind of influence in the world, people start to get dopamine hits every time, especially on TikTok and Instagram, just looking at images of perfect people or short kind of videos, but it's often just fake. And people show their luxury things, but it is often rentals or people that are rich before and just want to show off. So everyone wants to be rich today and successful. And of course, it is good to have those goals, but you need to provide value to others also. And that's I'm trying to do, to build some connection with new interesting people that is like-minded, and then build wealth around that. And that is my plan in the long run. And I'm gonna try to do the best I can to overcome this situation I am sitting in. But I have it pretty good as well, so I cannot complain right now either. But many people are sitting at home lonely, thinking just about negative stuff, gets panic attacks, and just look at shit on the internet, and then it's only getting worse. That is a big thing that can be a bad outlook on the world. So it's not good to just think negative and live in a negative environment. So start to minimize your intake of knowledge on the internet and read old books about what you want to do in life, and you can of course research some good topics on the internet, but make sure they are from a good place, because many people just write shit, and then people get a misconception about what is real or not. So that's important to just know what to look for on the internet. So that I will say is the most valuable thing to do. And stop playing around on the internet, like watching bad movies and playing games that doesn't give you any value in the world, because then you feel bad about yourself. Of course you can play sometimes just for fun, but don't get it as a habit, because then you will feel bad about yourself and do bad stuff instead. So it's important to just calm down and reflect on your life. Use AI to build yourself up, and send good quests that AI can answer about your life and what you want to do, because AI can help you and be a guide if you don't have anyone around you. And it can give you input about what you can do about your life to get a better to bring instead of doing bad things. And you can write down on a paper note if you want to what you want to do, so you know which steps you want to take to overcome your goals in the future. And keep on training regularly and be more productive instead of being inside and alone. You can go to a gym, talk to new people, try, even if people are gonna talk bad about you and try to see the bad things because you are trying to do something and overcome your anxiety or something like that. Don't give a fuck. Just do these things so you can feel good about yourself and build you up in a consistent way. And you can join other groups as well, so you can feel better about yourself, and in the future maybe my group can provide this kind of service also. So bring value to other people and do the best you could to help those around you to improve and feel better about yourself and others. And when I am outside, I am trying to talk to people, but it's not like it was before, because before people could talk freely about everything and you felt a certain amount of connection instead of this kind of harder connections that is occurring right now. It doesn't feel natural anymore to talk to strangers and ask about help. That's something that is bad, because when we are sitting in a less unsafe environment, people need to connect with each other and build each other up, and that's something that I want to provide. I'm always open to help other people and give value to those who want to, and that I hope is something that is gonna spread more in the future. But people sitting on the phone looking and feeling isolated is a big problem right now. I see every man and woman just sitting and scrolling on the phone, watching shit on TikTok that doesn't give them any value. They just want searching for a dopamine hit. And that is gonna be hurtful for their brain and their feelings. People cannot handle their feelings anymore. They get stressed, angry, and start to act in a bad way if something comes up that is a negative experience. But it's better to go a step back and just look at the outbringing, what you can do to overcome this problem, instead of being angry and stressed like many people. And I think it's a good skill to build up, because many people in the leading police positions try to be calm and strategic instead of being stressed, and then you cannot think clearly. So it's important to do the right things in the hard moments as well. So that is a short talk about what you can do to provide value to others, and the feelings around why people are not like they used to be. I hope you feel this valuable.